Ready.
Oh my god, okay. Wait up. Are we actually recording?
Yeah.
Holy shit, that's terrifying now. Okay, so hi.
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 This is weird.
I know, right? This is so weird.
So weird.
Okay, we've had these conversations 100 times.
Yeah, just never with the recording button actually on.
Anyway,
I'm Pranshi.
And I'm Zahra.
and I'm Amelia.
And this is
For the plot.
welcome.
Okay, I feel like we should explain that name, you know?
Because otherwise people are gonna think that we're starting drama and we're gonna get cancelled.
Which isn't low-key wrong, but like
Exactly.
seriously, this podcast literally started because one day we were scrolling reels together on a call, and I asked Zahra the question, "Oh my god, do you want to do a podcast together?"
And I was like, why not, Pranshi? Why not?
And then that's literally just how it started. And then Amelia showed up a while later, and then we had to tell her what we thought. So here we are, guys.
And it all makes, and we're all suddenly talking about something like feminism, capitalism, or like why school makes us question our entire existence.
I know, right?
Yes.
And now, okay, guys, we ignore this part and we move on. So now you are stuck with us. So welcome to
For the plot.
Welcome, guys.
because someone has to ask.
Okay. Well, first question now. How are you guys doing?
I'm sorry, how are we doing? We're doing good. We're all doing good.
Yeah, no, life's been great lately.
That's so inspiring. I'm so inspired.
Okay, anyway, let's move on.
To something which we see every single day around us.
And that is
Feminism.
Exactly. So, guys, what's the first thing that comes to your mind when you hear the word feminism? Like the first word,
It's basic human decency.
right?
so guys, the word man hater. Quote man hater.
Genuinely, yeah. I mean, the first word that comes into my mind is like bare minimum, you know, because
I know, right?
It's called being a basic human and treating other humans like humans.
we're not asking for something extraordinary, you know, like we're asking for safety,
Exactly. And people act like
basic rights.
and
equal
people act
opportunity.
like this is such a huge deal that it's something so off the graph that oh my god, it's like
Like, oh
Oh
my,
my god, it's feminism. You're a feminist? Like, yes, I am.
like
Because I support human rights.
exactly, equal pay, equal treatment. Like that's luxury to you, genuinely.
like you think that you not being a feminist makes you like cooler and more nonchalant in the society and you're gonna get like more love from the men of your society.
Ew!
You being a woman and not being a feminist, like what are you doing to your own rights?
Oh my god, I swear.
Why are you self-destructing yourself?
I know the most diabolical thing to ever exist is when a working woman comes up and says that she does not support feminism. She works, she has her own opinions, she has a choice to get married or get not married, and she is living her own life. And then somebody says, I'm not doing this.
Exactly.
You guys remember that one person we talked to who just had this opinion that she's not a feminist?
Like if you're so
Why
against
she's
feminism,
having a job while she has opinions, while she has the basic rights that a human needs to have. Like,
The exaggeration for like being a feminist is like beyond.
like if you're against this, you can let your husband, brother, father handle your bank accounts, you know?
exactly.
Yeah, no, and you can get off like the voting system and whatever. And
Yeah. Everything's fine.
Exactly. You can't speak. You shouldn't
Why are we
speak.
even fighting here then?
Don't have an opinion. don't speak.
But genuinely, I think the fact that we're still debating about this simple basic thing just pisses me off.
Okay, but I think one thing that kind of causes these people to oppose feminism is that they don't know the definition of feminism. They don't even know what it is. They're just like, absolutely not.
Pause. Long distance
She's,
friendship.
you know, frozen.
Long distance friendship cons, you know?
Exactly.
Okay, guys, I'm back.
She's back, guys.
Finally. Fine, back to the topic. Let's focus. Okay, so do you guys call yourself a feminist?
Obviously.
No doubt.
Question.
I mean, absolutely. If I believe that men and women have deserve equal rights, that's just basic feminism.
Yeah, definitely.
It's basic decency,
So,
guys.
what does this word mean to you now?
It means you have to treat humans as humans and not as some other thing. Women are human too. We're all like one species.
Like, we're all homo sapiens living the same goddamn life.
Exactly. It basically just means having no bias, no differences between two particular genders, just having the same response, just having the same freedom, the same safety, the same pay, the same treatment, and that's it. Like that's just the basic
That's
whole.
what that always sticks with me. That feminism is a radical notion of that's just saying that women are people as well. That like really sticks with me.
Exactly. That quote it really stuck with me. Like
Definitely, because the way women have been treated in the past really shows why this is such an important thing to actually talk about, and how the thing that we just mentioned that has stuck with you as well definitely sticks with all of us, because of the fact that women are humans. We are meant to have all the rights, and we should have all of them. And there shouldn't be any differences, and we should not be treated as like a whole separate other identity.
Exactly. Like, the funniest thing is that men should be grateful that we're asking only for equality right now. And we're asking for the basic rights. We're not asking for revenge here. Because if we were
No,
asking
no, if
exactly.
you ask for revenge, the graph would that's
The mistreatment towards women over all of these years, over like all the years before us, is insane. The fact that we're literally asking, treat us like freaking humans now, is crazy.
Exactly, like give us.
We're asking, and some people are like losing their minds over it.
Exactly, like give us the same rights, bro. Just like everything, and that's it. There's
Sorry,
nothing.
nowadays don't even know the meaning of feminism. Like if you ask them, like if you like, have you seen those Insta reels where like you go ask that one man, would you like date a girl who's a feminist? And they're like,
And then they're just like,
But
no.
remember we had this one conversation with a friend, and he was like, I'm not feminist because it means that women are better than men. Have you searched up the word feminist?
Their argument ended up being that now feminism's definition has changed because of social media.
Yeah. It has not changed. There are just some people who misinterpret it.
Just because the word feminism has the word female in it, oh, it's just for women.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't understand why people think that it's such like a huge deal for a man to be a feminist. I remember talking to one of my cousins as well, like really while ago, and he was also ashamed, and he was like, "No, I'm not going to accept that I'm a feminist in the society." And I was just like,
who cares about freaking society, man?
No, and then
the thing is, with society, if you say one thing, like if you say you're a feminist, they're gonna say, "Oh my God, you're too modern. You're not traditional. You're like you're being negligent towards like your values." But if you're not, that's like you're going against yourself.
No, so, I know. And then that's literally so contradictory. And additionally, I literally had to sit down with the said person, and I had to explain, and I literally like explained them. Like I'm like, no, feminism does not state that women are better than men, or that men are like not as good as women or whatever. And it's not about man hating. And you know what the conclusion I got was, oh no, I'm still not going to call myself a feminist because people in the society will judge. And like people are just going to say shit.
This entire conversation which you just told, I think there is a lot of social media versus reality going on. Because has social media here really helped feminism or not? Because I feel like, yes, social media has millions of educated people. It gives women, platforms to share the stories. It has made the conversation accessible. But I feel like feminism is really easy to get misunderstood.
Yeah, I know, because as we are consuming so much short form content, right, in the wave of social media, like people are trying to tweak the definition as per what they feel is right suddenly. And they have been trying to shift it from the actual meaning of what the movement was to now specifically being all those influencer trends and, like all those trophy wife situations and like stay at
Exactly,
home
but I
wife.
think one thing is that social media really got people's attention. Like it shows people what the problems are like in the world right now because the internet itself is on a global scale. We know what's happening in like every nook and corner of the world. That's that's both helpful and it's not. So I guess it's just how people use it because
But the thing is, people are learning about a movement through like which has existed for like generations at this point. But people are learning it through 30-second reels. I think that's just completely not even justifying the entire movement. Like it's getting
exactly.
oversimplified.
No, and I also feel like there's really a lack in between actually having the knowledge of what the moment was versus just watching like a 30-second reel and then deciding based on that that oh, I'm a feminist or that I'm not a feminist. So I feel like it also doesn't do justice to all the women in the entire history who have spent so much time, like fighting for us. And like it doesn't give justice to the entire topic because like you can never fully understand like what
Basically,
have
what
been.
I say is like people should not see this and be like, "Oh, I should just be a feminist right now." No, we're saying do your own research. Make sure you know what the topic is before you just like oppose it without
Yes,
any
and
knowledge
oh my, and
whatsoever.
you should know what you stand for.
Yeah, like feminism itself for every single girl is not an aesthetic. Like you just wake up one day and say, "Oh my God, I'm gonna become girl boss. I'm going to do girl math. I'm going to do girl dinner. I'm gonna become a
Wow.
wife." Like I'm just sitting there.
No, gang, it
Like,
doesn't work like that.
are we actually talking about feminism over here, or are we just going with the internet trends? Like, oh my
No,
God,
but that,
I'm a girl boss,
Exactly.
guys.
I think feminism a lot right now has become like an internet trend. You know, like the woman in male-dominated fields, and like Zahra said, like girl boss, girl dinner, and everything. It's a trend right now. People don't understand the actual movement and
Trend
the
now because
significance
this is
behind it.
something serious. What?
yeah, it's all about the aesthetic, it's all about the aesthetic now, guys.
Yeah, and then people think, I'm gonna support feminism by reposting this post. I will repost this, and I'm supporting it. Like you reposting does not make automatically someone like educated about this. Like you're not educated if you just
Exactly. Rather than you just like reposting it, just imbibe those values within yourself and try to teach others what it
Yeah,
actually
no,
means.
and the people you surround yourself with, tell them. I actually go up to like men in your family and ask them if they're a feminist or not, and then you'll get your answer.
W. Guys, do this. Genuinely do that. Like
I
I
mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's such a good idea.
conversations like these, right, are actually more important than someone just posting something that everybody has.
Exactly.
Oh my god, guys. 1 million likes. Let me hit the repost as well.
So guys, now new question. Do you think feminism is like same everywhere? Or do you think it's different in India, different in US, different in UK?
I feel like it should be the same everywhere because feminism, in its like core essence, is just women getting the same rights that a human should get overall. And I think that does not depend on the location that you're in or whatever culture that you're
No,
in.
but
It just depends
Amelia,
on the freedom that you
no,
have.
but Amelia, the thing being that it should be the same, but it's actually not. Like if you look
Yeah, it is
at,
not. It
yeah,
is
if
not.
you, yeah, no, if you look at the things that women face in India versus what they face probably in the US versus what they experience in like maybe Middle Eastern countries as well. Okay, so everywhere it really depends, and I like it should be the same, but it's just definitely not. Like there is so much.
Yeah, it should
Um,
be, but it is not right now.
because
That's
there are so many differences. Specifically, if you go about cultural differences, if you go about backgrounds, if you go about like socio-economic issues, I don't know what not. Everything just changes it so much, and there's like a huge difference in a woman's life in like India versus the US. There is a huge gap.
woman in
Yeah.
India versus a woman in UAE. Like you ask them, what does feminism mean to you? Both of them have different struggles over here. Because I don't
Exactly.
think
I think if you ask two people, even in India or wherever, everyone's gonna have a different, experience or a take on feminism and the topic because it depends on the experiences that you as a person have been through.
But
exactly.
you know
So
what? Wait, I have a take on this. I personally feel that there are going to be more women in India who call themselves that they're not a feminist because of the way that we are brought up. Actually, I
yeah,
feel
because of the overall culture and the
because of the
society
way
right now in India,
Imposed on us too much that we
yeah
cannot do this, only men.
compared to like Western countries, and if you look at like the India as a whole, India is going to have, I think, a few more people that are just like, oh yeah, I'm not a feminist because of the society. They're like, society just chains that ideology on a person, Because if they say that, oh, they are a feminist, they're going to be outcasted for rejecting, the traditional values, and you're becoming too modern, and you're like doing too much.
Exactly,
कह दिया ना बस
Amelia. So I think equality does not look identical everywhere.
Yeah.
Another thing which I had in my mind was like sometimes people get confused a lot between religion and culture. Like,
Oh, this is okay. Whenever any person says I can't be a feminist because of my religion,
oh
I lose it.
that pisses me off because speaking from my experience as a Muslim woman who wears the hijab, when people come to me and say, "Oh, you're a feminist, but like, do you wear the hijab, right? How can you be a feminist?"
Exactly. The whole Islam at its core, it does have a very strong opinion of feminism.
Islam
Like,
gives women
from the start, like 1400 years ago, we were able to own property. We were entrepreneurs back then. We had businesses. We had like voting rights, I'm pretty sure. So when people say that they're not feminists because of their religion, specifically like Islam, I get so annoyed.
no, and sometimes it is culture only that makes it harder for a woman to actually exercise
Exactly.
those rights. Because if you go into an actual Desi family in India and like they'll be like, "Oh, you can't do this job, you can't do
oh
this."
no and then
Exactly.
no
And then they'll be like, yeah, and then they'll be like, God told us that you can't do this. God has written it. Where? Please tell me
Where?
partly
There
where.
is nowhere that says a
no and
woman should not work. Not
Where,
one place.
where the hell is it written? Anywhere in the Quran that, oh my God, a woman cannot work. Please tell me where. And then people blame religion for something that's really cultural.
Exactly. And maybe, like you said, it is a problem with the culture. It's not even religion. Because if you look at people from like other religions or they don't have a religion at all, they don't believe in it, like still there are gonna be people who are like, oh, you shouldn't do a job. Like ladki should not do a job, because
लड़की लोग job नहीं करते only the
yeah exactly and then
yeah.
following up on the religion take as well, like for centuries even Hinduism has like really focused on like all the female divine goddesses which are always portrayed as supreme. They are portrayed as independent dynamic forces, and all like the early texts, like all the previous written scriptures, all of them also feature like esteemed female scholars and all of them. So all of it, all like the entire religion has reflected a huge period of higher status and agency for women. So like I don't know where the thing comes from of like
I
girls,
don't think any religion that I have heard of,
yeah,
when like it is actually like followed at its core essence,
most
is anti-feminist. Like,
Christians, Jews, all of them have in their books, I think 100% sure, women
yeah.
rights, and it's already there. I don't know why we are still fighting for it.
Oh,
Maybe
and one thing that really annoys me is
oh,
the whole dowry concept.
no,
Like,
that is a different topic. Let's not get into it. Anyways, now let's get into where do men fit? Should men be
yeah.
part of feminism?
okay, no, but the thing, wait, first before we just like get into it, feminism is not boys versus girls.
Oh,
No,
people should
Exactly.
drill that into their heads. Someone please drill it into their heads.
no, I don't get how people miscommunicate something so hard. Like, how do you misinterpret something so
The
freaking
fact
bad?
is,
Aren't
this
able to
isn't even
understand.
about men. Like, this is not about men at all. It is just about humans having the same equal rights no matter your gender.
Exactly, and there is no comparison happening. Okay, like the only thing that what we want is equal rights for both men and women, right? What men have is
I
just
think equal rights for every human on earth.
exactly,
It
and
does not.
there is nothing like we are, and like the whole concept of like putting down men or dissing on men or like the whole
That's
completely
completely wrong
bullshit.
stuff.
Okay, in my opinion, it's completely bullshit. Like, why would you put down men and diss men? There's nothing going on over here.
That's basically everything that we're against. We are against putting down any person.
Any gender.
Every single person on earth should have the same rights.
also
Exactly.
about the fact that when people start, and people also assume that feminism is trying to portray women as higher than men. Like that is also
Exactly.
like
That
what's
is
going on.
We're
not.
agreeing that. But I think let's make it easier for men, okay, over here. That like if you the men who don't understand the concept of feminism till now, that if you want your mom, your sister, your wife, your daughter to be treated equally in this world, why wouldn't you support equality? Why?
Like, why wouldn't you want them to have the same rights that you do?
It
Like,
doesn't make you less masculine, it's not gonna make you less
yeah,
strong.
that is what, and like the
Okay,
fragile.
let me also clear one thing. The definition of a feminist is a person who supports and believes that women and men, or basically any human, should have the same equal rights, like the same job opportunities, the same like opinions, everything.
But I think the movement nowadays, which the feminism movement is there, they do ignore men's issues, and we cannot ignore that because the movement does do that. Like men struggle too
I
with.
think the majority of the people do that, but feminism at its core, it's not the idea that
Yeah,
rejects
and
men, it's the
people have
people.
the movement has gone to something else. I think I agree with that. That people nowadays are going with the wrong meaning of the feminism.
That
Yeah, I think people are really
when
misunderstanding it on
Like
both sides.
men do also
when
have.
we're talking about the social media aspect, right? And that is the thing that now the definition has shifted from what it originally was to people interpreting it and making it like more youth, Gen Z core. I don't know
No,
what.
man, it's just people making it men, like, it's just a man hating thing. It's not man hating at all.
Exactly, there is so
Care
much
about both.
of a gap between like the whole thing. There's like a huge
Exactly.
difference of what actually is that like what people are supposed to talk about the movement versus what they're not supposed to like actually take in. If you know what I mean.
But I generally think we should also talk about men's issues, the loneliness they have, the pressure
Yeah, I feel that's really important as
man
well.
up, like we always keep saying, oh, be a man, man up,
No, no,
You
the way
cannot have to do
the way
that.
unrealistic expectations from them.
I know, like this whole thing of like, oh my god, act like a man. You aren't like manning up. Like,
What does that even mean?
I'm sorry, like what? I'm sorry, like what is that? Like, if you are still using that in like 2026, I don't know what's wrong. Like, I
Great.
don't know what's wrong with you.
Guys,
Exactly.
let's do some unpopular opinions which you have about feminism, which you haven't told
How
anyone.
about you go first, Afra?
Of course, sure. So I think my hot take over here is that I don't think being a feminist means you support every woman no matter what. Like if a woman is wrong, especially nowadays in the current efforts
Yes.
going on, the girl who pushed off her fiance, if a woman is wrong, she's wrong. Feminism isn't blind loyalty, it is fairness here. I said what I said.
No,
Yeah,
I fully agree to this because like
I fully agree with that. Like,
being a feminist does not mean that you are supporting a wrong action done by a woman. And like no matter what the action is, as the case that you just recently mentioned, like that's not justified in any parallel of this world.
Like
Okay,
women
like
don't
no,
come
exactly.
here and say, "Oh, she just pushed off because she wasn't feeling it." Doesn't matter. You took away her
no,
life. Okay, please. End of story. She's wrong.
exactly. And the other part as well that people believe that like a feminist will always take a side of a woman and they're just not gonna like take a side of a man. Like, no, that's like that is just not what it's about. Like it's about standing for what's right. And in a situation, if a man is wrong, then he's wrong. If a
Yeah,
woman is wrong, she is wrong. There
if
is
someone
nothing
is wrong,
other
they're wrong. End of story.
exactly like human is wrong. End of story.
Exactly.
It's not girls just supporting girls. Okay, there's a
Yeah, no,
deeper
it's
part to
not
this message. It is a movement about equal rights, equal opportunities, and equal respect.
yeah,
Not
like
just
it's not
Exactly. If a woman does anything wrong, she should have her punishment.
Yeah, and we are
Okay, if a man does anything wrong, they should. Okay, if any human does anything wrong, no matter their gender, they should have the same punishment.
Exactly. There's
Yes,
no female superiority over here.
girlhood exists, but that does not mean that like you are just going to blindly, like girl code ke
Well,
naam
like
pe you are
blindly just going after, oh, you're all
yeah, my
right.
God. Like
You're always
you
right, girly. Always.
no, just because in the name of being a girl's girl is like a good thing, okay? But like if in the name of being a girl's girl, you are trying to support a girl who's doing something wrong, then no.
No.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
You should be a girl's girl, okay? Like 100%.
Be a girl's girl, be a girl's all-time supporter, like be there for them. But the second you see that they're doing something wrong, you have to take a stand.
Exactly.
There is a
You
red.
have to call that out.
Yeah. Well, after everything we've spoken about, I don't think one person gets to define feminism. Not the social media, not us, not the politicians out there, not even social media.
Yeah, no, but I feel like, yeah, at the end of the day, we don't have all the answers. We just like, and I feel like that's just like kind of the point. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, and to kind of close it off, it's just that every person should have equal rights. Like every single
Yeah,
human on
period.
earth
Period.
should have equal rights. I don't get the controversy behind it. I think it's mainly because of misinformation spread on the internet that people are so against feminism as an ideology. So I think people should just get educated. Don't just listen to like any person that you see on the street and be like, "Oh,
Exactly.
because of them, I'm a feminism." No,
Don't
like
you went so fast. That's the point. Yeah.
exactly. Don't jump to conclusions. Research it yourself and be aware of what you're supporting, and only
Exactly.
then support it. If
Yeah.
you don't believe it's right, don't do it.
Exactly. And maybe if every single generation out there is reshaping the name of feminism, we should educate ourselves, just like Amelia said. And we should hold on to that one goal which we all are
Yes, we
taking.
should we should stick
Quality.
to the main. We should stick to the main movement. We should stick what the women
We should, we
are
should, yeah, exactly. We should support feminism, not the misinformation that people are spreading.
Yes, exactly. And I feel like, okay, so that's it. And we had so much fun doing this first plot. And I hope all of you enjoyed. And we'll see you in the next one. Till then, bye.
Ah.
Bye, everyone.